This video shows how to use the Vica30H program from AC MotorCAD. It's an old DOS-based program which I have converted to run on Windows PCs and write its output to disk so that you can gather up the data and plot the data. So I have this exe here, which is the program itself. I put it in into this subdirectory. You can put it anywhere you want, but the data files, I have 3 data files here, input data files, must be in the same folder. This one is a Vica30 input file. These two were outputs of Vica31, which is the punching file program, which is also included with your purchase of Vica30H. Now, of course, there's a new slick version that has an Excel interface and does lots of extra things that this old program does not, but that evidently is not what you have purchased. What we did here was simply modify the outputs to go to disk on this version. So you don't need to install it. This is invoked simply by double-clicking on it or right-clicking and hit open. Well, am I a liar? Open. So you get this old DOS style window, and then the inputs are all the same as the old 1993 program or 1995 program. You should have a manual to help you along with this. I don't want to use an alternate wire table. Read inputs from file, yes. My input file name is SJ30, as I recall. And now it's showing me the inputs. It's pausing, asking me to hit carriage return, which is enter. Hit the enter one more time. All inputs okay, yes. Save the inputs, no. Continue calculations, yes. Screen or printer, it doesn't matter as far as the disk file goes. Let's send them to the screen. Printer, what you do for the printout is use Notepad to open the file and then send it to your printer using Notepad or some other text editing program. So screen, okay. Here's some output. It says it's run identification 1803-0 up at the top there. So that will be the name of the output files, at least 2 of them. Pause, okay, hit enter, and there's a speed torque curve, I guess. Now, write performance data to files is 4. And now you can see that this run number 18013, which comes from the SJ30 file, we have an LPF and an STC, load performance and speed torque. So we go here, and here are our new files. This one is 0K, it doesn't have anything in it. This one is 1K, and I think that's our output file. You can set up Windows Explorer so that an extensionless file will automatically open with Notepad. Well, there's nothing in it. How about this one? I can't see. That says 6KB anyway. My eyes are so bad. Does that say 6K? Yes, it does. LPT1. So LPT2 is useless. This, I think, is the output file. And here's the run number. And here's the variable numbers and short names and values. Your inputs, these are from the punching files. The punching files were named in the SJ30 file. You'll find that name in there. And here's your load performance and your speed torque characteristics, and voila. The speed torque curve, you can just go like this and copy that, and then you can go over and paste it into Excel and make a chart out of it. Same thing with the load performance data. I guess you could cut it out of the LPT1 file as well as the same data. It better be. So I will, let's see, the user manual is not in here. I will put when you get your package, the manual will be included. I'm in the wrong place. My apologies. I wanted to be over here. Yeah. This is where I've got I got Vica30H here. Yeah, I thought I was over here. Well, it's the same. I got the same files and the same application. It's it runs the same as long as the data input files are in the same place where your Vica30H.exe is located. I was simply going to go and find the manual. I think I have a manual in this directory. I'll look for a PDF. User guide. I believe this is the old manual. And it appears to be just that. This was scanned in. We tried doing OCR on it, but that's another version and it didn't work out too. Oh my goodness, this one is searchable. Well, that's handy. Okay, good. So you'll get the manual, get the program, you get a couple of input data files, and I will now go and make a video about, well, I think Vica31 is under Vica30 is where I put it. That was sort of dumb. Well, maybe not so. But we have the same, what's Vica8 doing in there? Well, I'll get back to you. Watch the next video about Vica31. Thank you. I almost forgot to show you how to use the data editing features in 123CAD.h. Read input from file, yes. SJ30. Now, it's not ready for input changes yet. One more time. All inputs okay. No. Now, what do we want to change? To change input, first type the item number. Oh boy. Well, let's see. How about rotor OD? We'll make the air gap bigger. That's, what's that say? 63? Boy, my eyes are bad. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm at 150%. Whoop. How did it get a 0 in there? Oh, it's waiting for the item number. So, the OD of the rotor is 2343. We want to make the gap, let's say we'll make it 1/10 of an inch bigger, something huge. 2.243. So I'll type in 63 for the item number. Numeric value 2.243. So we're going to have a ton of magnetizing current. That'll show up in the design data, in the calculated data. For no more changes, type 0. Stator for 291. Oh, that's the OD. 2363. It was a 20 thousandths air gap, I guess. And now, well, where's my 2.243? Oh, there's it. It's rotor punching. So now we got a huge air gap. All inputs okay. Save the inputs. Well, we got to give it a different file name. I don't like overwriting the original. We verified our new slick version against this file, so I don't want to mess it up. SJ30 revised A. And we'll keep the same run number because I don't care about those. Continue calculations. Yes, this doesn't matter. Well, I suppose if we compared it to the old one, we'd have a lot less amps. Anyway, we can write the performance. It's going to overwrite the old one, so you might want to go and move the old ones out of the way if you need to save that. Here's another thing you should probably know. Licenses.txt in this directory, C123CAD. It's required for any of the Vica software to run. It is an encrypted file that says you have a license to run on a computer that's hooked to a certain email default. There might be some other computer information in there too. I'm not totally clear about how the license works right now. till we get some experience with it. So that's another thing that you might need to know, and your IT people might need to know. If that's missing, the program's not going to run. It will tell you that you have an invalid license. All right, I think I'm finished with this video. We sell a few copies, we'll make a more professional one. But this is a lot better than nothing, I think. Of course, I'm not the one watching.